Hey honey, I was just thinking, did you remember our first wedding anniversary is only a few months away? Where do you want to go and celebrate? Shall we go for a nice dinner?
Oh, sweetie, did you forget I'm probably gonna be away? I have that business trip, remember? I'm really sorry. We can do something to mark the occasion when I'm back if you want.
Huh? No, you never told me about that. Why didn't you mention it before? Why are you suddenly telling me about it now?
I didn't tell you about it? Oh, I could have sworn I did. I'm so sorry, honey. I feel like I'm really not on top of things lately. You know how busy I've been at work lately.
Babe, do you feel like you've changed since we got married? Like, as a person? I feel like you don't really pay attention to me or do anything nice for me these days. Don't you think you're being a bit unfair? I don't ask for much. It's a real shame, you know. We're still newlyweds and we should be spending all our time together, but instead you stay out late and tell me you're with your friends. Your mom is really mean to me too. She's always nagging and saying I'm not a good enough wife. You know, the other day she said,
Honey, I'm really sorry, but I have to head out early tomorrow morning, so I need to get some sleep now. You should sleep too. It's getting late.
Oh, okay. You know this used to be my favorite time of day, just lying in bed talking to you when you get home from work. Seems like you don't even value this time anymore. You get home so late every day, we never even get to eat dinner together. This is such a precious time for me for us to chat and be together.
Sweetie, this is tough for me too, being so busy. You know I'm not deliberately letting you down. Can you please just try to understand and we can talk about this properly later? I'm so sorry.
Okay, fine. Sleep well, babe.
Hello? Are you there, Katie? Why did it take you so long to answer my call? I thought we weren't going to pick up.
Sorry, Olivia. I was just in the bathroom, so I couldn't answer right away. Is something wrong? Why are you calling?
I was just calling to say you should come over if you're not in the middle of something right now.
I'm sorry? I would, but Lucas is busy at the moment, so he wouldn't be able to come. I have plans to meet my parents for a meal, too, so I don't think I can make it. I'm so sorry. Maybe next time? If you need something urgently, I could call Lucas for you and see if he would be able to help.
Don't you think I would have called him myself if I needed to speak to him? Besides, I don't understand what you're saying. Why would Lucas be affected by you having plans? It's nothing to do with him why you can't come. If he can't make it, then you should just come on your own.
I'm sorry? You mean you want to see just me even though Lucas is busy? Is there something you need to talk to me about specifically?
Oh, come on now. Even if Lucas doesn't come with you, surely you're allowed to visit your in-laws on your own. Or does he have to come and hold your hand? If your mother-in-law calls and says you should come over, you make yourself free to go and visit. You've been a married woman for long enough. Surely you know this by now. How on earth do you expect to get by if you don't know basic things like this? I shouldn't have to teach you everything like you're some kind of child. Oh, this is really just so frustrating.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I really do have plans with my parents, so I won't be able to come by your place. It just wouldn't be possible today. I'm sorry. If you ring a bit earlier next time to give me a heads up, I would be able to reschedule things and make time.
Now, don't you think that's a bit selfish? Why should I have to make my schedule fit around yours? Surely you can't be that busy? You know, you should work your schedule around mine, really. Don't you think that's your duty as a daughter-in-law? I know you're young, but it's just not good enough that you don't really know and think about these kinds of things. Has no one told you this before? Could you not have figured it out on your own? I don't know how I ended up with a slow girl like you as my daughter-in-law.
Olivia, please can you just cut me some slack? I have my own schedule and plans of my own that can't be rearranged to work for you. This meal with my family has been planned for months. I can't cancel on them at the last minute. My younger sibling is about to get married, and the youngest is going to study abroad soon, so it's really difficult to get everyone to be free and in the same place at the same time. I hope you can understand my situation. I promise I'm not being difficult on purpose.
But you're married now. Are you part of their family or part of ours? Don't you see yourself as one of the Smiths now? If you were planning on only spending time with your biological family and never making time for your in-laws, I don't even know why you married Lucas in the first place. I've had enough of trying to make you see my side of things. You're determined to be difficult. Come and visit when you've realized your mistake.
I'm I'm sorry, Olivia. I'm just really busy today. Next time, I'll make sure I can come and see you.
Oh, you can't be serious. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Next time isn't good enough. You had better get over here right now. How dare you ignore your in-laws? If you don't come over right this instant, I'll never stop bugging you. You need to show respect to the family you married into. It's my own fault having a daughter-in-law like this. I should never have let you marry Lucas. Goodness, I'm going to go into cardiac arrest. I'm so mad.
Okay, I understand.
Don't be late either. Get in the car right now so you're here soon.
Katie, honey, what's up? Are you okay? Hi, Mom. I'm really sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the family meal today.
Wait, what? What's happened? Are you hurt? Do you need me to come visit you?
No, I'm not hurt. It's nothing like that. My mother-in-law just insisted that I go and visit her today. She wouldn't take no for an answer, I swear. I told her that we already had this meal planned for the whole family to get together, but she wouldn't listen and just kept talking over me when I tried to say I wasn't free.
No, sweetie. Well, that's a real shame. Don't worry, though, Katie. We understand. You go visit your in-laws today. We'll manage without you, I'm sure. I'll tell your siblings, too, so don't worry about that.
I'm really sorry, Dad. I was so looking forward to seeing everyone and having a nice meal together. It's been too long since we had the whole family together in one room. Man, this is making me really sad. Is this what married life is like? Always prioritizing your in-laws over your own family?
Katie, don't let this make you feel discouraged. If you feel like you're really struggling and can't bear it, you just come and talk to me, okay? I'll always be here to listen and help. Just do your best to get your energy up today and get home safely.
I will, thank you, Mom. I hope you guys have fun seeing everyone. I'm sorry again that I can't be there. Hey, Olivia, I'm here.
Goodness, you got here quickly. See, all that protesting, and it seemed like you were desperate to come over, really. Your face doesn't look so happy, though. Dearie me.
I came as quickly as I could after your phone call. I just had to let my parents know I wouldn't be seeing them.
Whatever. Why are you just standing there? Put an apron on and get to work.
I'm sorry? Why are you suddenly telling me to put an apron on? Do you need help with cooking something?
Of course! Look at me! What did you think I was doing? There's flour all over me, for goodness sake. It would have been great if you had come a bit sooner and helped me with the prep. I had to do it all on my own, you know. God, my shoulders are aching so badly. The ingredients are all prepped, so you just need to do whatever is left, okay? I'm making a few different things today. I have the Women's Association coming round this evening for a nice meal, so that's what all this food is for. I am the chairperson of the group, as you know, so it's important that this goes well. You're my first daughter-in-law, obviously, so I told them I would invite you and that I would host everyone tonight.
What? I'm not sure I understand. You want me to prepare everything for your Women's Association meeting? Is that why you told me I had to come over today? So I could do the cooking? Like some kind of personal chef or servant? And now you're acting like this is some kind of treat for me?
Of course, it's not like I'm being unfair or asking too much from you. It's a daughter-in-law's duty to help her mother-in-law with anything she needs whenever she asks. You should really know this by now. Besides, if a household is hosting an event and preparing special food, of course, it's the woman's job to cook and prepare everything. Who else would I ask to come and do all of this if not you? It's not like Lucas could come and cook for us.
I missed a family get-together for this? I haven't seen some of those people for months. And this meeting, it's for people you might not even know or people who aren't even your biological family members. You wanted me to come over so I could cook for and serve your neighbors? I really don't see how this is my responsibility, honestly. Don't you think it's your job to take care of them since they're nothing to do with me?
What? How dare you be so rude and talk back to me like that? What do you mean they have nothing to do with you? How can you look at all this food and tell me to prepare it all by myself? Would it make you feel good to see me working hard and suffering through all this? Do you think so little of your own mother-in-law? You've joined our family now. It's your job to support and help me as your mother-in-law. Are you going to abandon me here to suffer through all this work so you can go off and hang out with your family?
Where has Gerald gone? I don't see Kevin here anywhere either. They could be helping you with all this food.
It's the weekend, obviously. They're busy with other plans. Besides, this is woman's work. I don't even understand why you would mention that, to be honest.
Well, this is something that you want to do, so I don't see how it's my responsibility. Why didn't you ask your husband or your son, since they both live with you? Surely that would have been easier and more convenient for everyone. I understand and appreciate that as your daughter-in-law, I am a member of your family, but this is a personal event that you have chosen to host. So to ask me to miss a family reunion to help you cook is really asking too much. No matter how much I try to understand your point of view, I just don't see how you could reasonably ask me to do this.
Are you telling me I should ask your father-in-law to do all this work? That is just so wrong. It's completely unethical. He's getting older now. He can't lean over a kitchen counter for hours. Would you ask your father to do that if the situation was the other way round? Besides, how can you try to order my son around in my own home? Is he your daughter-in-law? Does he have some kind of obligation to help you? Surely you realize that the two of you have different roles and duties. Since he's a man and you're a woman, you should remember your place. Now, really, it's such a shame to see my precious Lucas living with a woman like you, so lazy and disrespectful. I can see exactly how things must work in your house. I bet you boss him around all day long, too. Do you expect him to make his own food and clean up his own mess? As his wife, you're happy to make him do household jobs? Do you start telling him to sweep and mop the second he gets home from work?
Olivia, please, listen to me. I promise that our household is not your concern and we both get our fair share of work done. I still can't understand how you're justifying asking me to help you in this situation, though. It doesn't feel like it's my responsibility. I don't think I will ever understand how cooking food for the members of your women's association is more important than spending time with my sibling who is about to leave the country to study abroad.
What do you mean? You and Lucas both do your fair share of work. Are you treating him like a servant? You are really so strange, deliberately trying to misunderstand everything I say. Plus, even if your sibling is moving abroad, it's not like they won't come home eventually. This isn't the last time you'll ever see them, for goodness sake. Do you really think that's more important than helping your mother-in-law? We're running out of time now that, thanks to all your back chat, I'm getting so frustrated with you. How am I supposed to prepare all this food on my own? Obviously, in this situation, you would ask your daughter-in-law to help you. I don't have much time, so just get all this food ready quickly, and you can put it all over here when it's done so people can help themselves.
Well, okay. Wait, is all this stuff to be prepared too? Olivia, this is too much for me to do everything on my own in time for your guests.
Again, just stop answering back and wasting time. I've prepped all the ingredients already. All you have to do is cook and plate everything. Surely you can handle that. What else do you want me to do for you? If I helped with any more, I would just end up cooking it all myself. I had to carry all these bags back from the grocery store. My shoulders are killing me. Back in my day, you would have had to go and pick up all the ingredients too. You should count yourself lucky. Now just get on with it.
Yes, fine.
Tell me if you need me to come and taste something. I'm going upstairs to rest before my guests start to arrive. I'm already fighting off a cold, but trying to get you to see reason has worn me out completely.
Is she crazy? How can she look at me and ask me to do all this for her? It's way too much work. God, this is just so annoying. She's not even pretending to listen to me explaining my side of things. I guess I just have to put up with it and try to get along with her.
What on earth is all this? Why are you just sitting still and not doing anything? At this rate, you wouldn't have all this food ready by next month, let alone this evening. What will you do at Thanksgiving? If I hadn't called you today, I would have been in big trouble. You're just lucky I prepared all the ingredients so you would have time to sit around and be lazy. In the future, you should come over more often so you can learn how to cook properly.
I've almost finished. It will be ready on time. Besides, why would I be preparing an entire Thanksgiving spread all by myself? Obviously, everyone else would chip in and help.
I'm going to try a bit of this and make sure you're following the recipe. Ugh! What is this? Why is it so bland?
You always add so much salt to your dishes, Olivia. It's not good for you. It's better for your heart to use less salt. I know there will probably be a few older women in your women's association, so I deliberately added less salt, thinking of them and their health. It's better for you, really. Besides, there are plenty of little side dishes and appetizers you could combine it with if you really think it's too flavorless.
Dearie me, I don't care how unhealthy it is. If you just followed the recipe, at least it would taste good. There's no point making food that just looks good. It should taste delicious too. Anyway, just finish cooking everything as soon as possible and make sure you lay the table nicely. People will be arriving soon. You're the first daughter-in-law in our family. You should put your shoulders back and your best foot forward to make a good impression.
Yes, I understand. Please take a seat and I'll get everything ready.
Oh, you're here. Welcome. Please come on in.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you. Goodness, is this your daughter-in-law, Olivia? She's so pretty. What a sweet young lady. Gosh, yes, she's so beautiful. You're so tall and slim. You have lovely proportions. Really, you could be a model. She's like a pageant girl.
Oh, stop it, you two. She'll get too big for her boots if you're not careful. All this nonsense about modeling, and she may have lost some weight since she got married, but that's just impossible. She's not losing weight for anything other than looking good for her husband. She can't let herself go now, or she would embarrass him by looking disheveled. Otherwise, he would go off and have an affair.
Oh, don't go saying that in front of her when she's still a newlywed. You should protect her from all that. You must have been busy today. Look at all this food. You've made such an effort for us. Did you prepare everything by yourself? This doesn't look like you picked it up at the deli. You even remembered all our favorites. That's so sweet of you.
Oh, it was no bother, really. Of course, I wanted to do my best for the group. My daughter-in-law loves cooking, so she really enjoyed getting to cook for you all. I will warn you, though, it looks lovely, but she's not a great cook, so some of it is pretty bland and plain tasting. Even if you don't like it, just say you do, so we don't hurt her feelings.
How cheeky of you to make her do all this.
Well, you've worked hard to prepare everything, so thank you. I'm starving. Let's eat. You haven't eaten yet? Have you, Katie? Come sit down and join us.
Oh, thank you so much.
She ate earlier by herself. You're not hungry, are you, Katie? Just stay in the kitchen and bring out more food when we start to run low.
Oh, that's a shame that you already ate. Won't you sit with us anyway? You could at least have a few bites. No, I'm really full, but thank you. Please enjoy. Just let me know if I can get you anything or you need me to bring you something. Goodness, what a polite young woman. I bet you feel very lucky to have her in your family, Olivia. There aren't many young women these days with this kind of respect for their elders. It's lovely to see. Imagine her offering to prepare all this when you say you're hosting the Women's Association meeting.
Well, she's still far from perfect, you know. She really isn't a very good cook, and there's so much she still has to learn about the world. I'm trying to take her under my wing and teach her about being a married woman slowly but surely. Her appearance is good, sure, but she's still so naive. Still, I'm very jealous of you. My daughter-in-law never spends any time with me. I don't know if I could recognize her on the street. It has to be a really special occasion for her to come family events. I was curious about why she's so closed off, but she wouldn't even answer my calls. I just wanted to make sure she was okay.
My daughter-in-law is exactly the same. If I didn't call her first, she would certainly never think to call me. After she got married, I think she just decided she didn't want to see her in-laws ever. I wish she was a young lady like Katie who integrates herself into the family. I guess I was just unlucky.
Oh dear, that's so bad. I can't believe they would act like that. You should have a word with them so they know they need to step up their game. If they were just going to do whatever they wanted, why did they get married and join your families? I know if Katie ever acted like that, I would put my foot down straight away. I could never sit still and let it slide. Hey, Katie, come over here and bring us some more breadsticks.
Still, Katie seems to be extremely polite and respectful for a young woman of her generation.
Well, of course, we wouldn't have let just any girl marry Lucas. If she wasn't doing at least as much as she is, I would have told him they weren't a good match and not given my blessing. In our family, everyone needs to do their duty.
Well, I'm certainly very jealous of you. How lucky you were to meet Katie.
Oh, you should stop comparing your daughter-in-law to mine. That's a bad habit, and will just make you upset.
Well, I'm absolutely stuffed. This food was delicious. I don't know why you said not to expect much. Katie seems to be a very skilled cook. That was all amazing. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed everything. Thank you for being so kind and saying such sweet things.
Hey, what are you doing just standing around chatting? You really have no common sense, do you? If you can see that everyone has finished eating, you should go and prepare the dessert. Go cut some fruit or something. Why do I have to hold your hand through everything? My goodness. Have you never hosted a dinner party before? You just seem stupid standing there looking at a table of empty plates. God, you're so slow sometimes.
What? Oh, right, yes, I'm sorry.
Wow, she even makes dessert for you. What an amazing help. Thank you, sweetie. Please do come and sit with us for some fruit at least. Oh, that won't be necessary. She's never had a big appetite. I'm sure she's fine. Man, I am so jealous of you, Olivia. You managed to find a daughter-in-law who is so generous and caring and always respectful of her elders. And she's so pretty, too. What a lovely young lady. Oh, come on now. It's enough flattery. It's like I said, this is the bare minimum if she wanted me to accept her into my family. If there is anything you need, just yell for Katie and she can help you.
Man, I am so tired. I'll have to nip to the bathroom for a second just to get some rest. Why hasn't Lucas been answering his phone all day? What is he so busy with? God, I am so mad I could literally scream. Am I just my mother-in-law's servant for the rest of my life? I seriously can't bear this much longer. I'm going to have to speak to Lucas and see how we can fix this. Where is he, though? He's not been answering my calls all day, and now it's getting really late and he hasn't even come home.
Babe, I'm home. Are you there?
Are you serious? You're not going to explain where you've been all this time? What on earth were you doing all day? You've been ignoring all my calls. I had no idea where you were. Do you have any idea what I've been stuck doing all day?
Oh, honey, why are you bringing the same argument up again? I'm a bit drunk, to be honest. I met up with some friends after work. Can't we talk about this tomorrow?
Every day you come home and ask to talk about things tomorrow. Stop avoiding the conversation. When will you have time to talk with me if you're out all night drinking with your friends? You pay no attention to what's going on in our little family these days. I have no idea what you're up to either. What if something had happened to you? Seriously, do you even know what I've spent today doing?
No, babe, why are you getting so mad? You know I've been busy recently, that's all. And I do know what you were doing today. You said you had that dinner planned with all of your family, right?
Well, you're right. I had plans to see my family. It was the first time in ages that we've been able to get everyone together, you know? We made the reservation months ago at that fancy steak restaurant downtown, since it was a big group of us. Do you remember that? But then today, I suddenly got a call from your mother telling me to go over to her house right away. I tried to tell her I already had plans, but she just kept talking over me and insisting I went to visit. Do you realize how little respect she was showing my family and the plans we had already made? I had to cancel my plans, even though they'd been made so long ago, and do you know what super urgent thing she needed help with? She was hosting her women's association and she made me cook all the food and serve them all afternoon and evening. Hey, why aren't you more upset about this? Do you not care about how your mother is treating your wife?
Honey, please. There's no need to shout, just try to calm down. Even so, I feel like you're not really making much of an effort to understand her side of things, you know? Don't you think she's just as much of a part of your family now, too? You've married into the whole family, not just me. She's your mother-in-law at the end of the day.
What the hell? You can't be serious. Do you just expect me to act like her servant for the rest of my married life? I'm supposed to go over and cook and serve her whenever she calls? You must be joking. Do you think I'll just come running no matter what plans I have or what promises I've made to other people? God, I heard men change after marriage, and you are certainly proving that to be true right now. I must have been crazy to marry you. What was I thinking? Did you seduce me so you would have someone else who had to wait on your mother hand and foot? I guess you just had to hide all your family's problems so I wouldn't go running for the hills. You're an adult man now. Why are you still thinking like a child? You don't want to be responsible and do the right thing?
Are you done yelling yet? God, I'm so tired and my head is absolutely killing me. Quit getting so mad and let's just go to bed. I'll talk to my mom, I promise.
I should be able to trust you, but I just can't. You're leaving already? It's still early. Where are you going now? I thought you said you weren't feeling well. Shouldn't you stay home and rest up? Surely you're too hungover to be going out at this time.
I promised to meet one of the bosses this morning to play golf, so I don't really have much of a choice. You're right, I would rather stay in bed. It's tough for me too, but it's all just part of the job. I can't afford to cancel and get on her bad side. It just means an early start for me.
God, I never see him anymore. I'm just stuck at home all day while he goes out with friends or to work events. I don't even remember the last time we got to spend a lazy weekend together just lying around and eating pancakes or something. Oh my goodness, is that you, Katie?
It's been too long. How are you? Have you been well? I heard you'd gotten married and were living the newlywed life, so I was trying not to contact you and disturb your peace. I'm so happy to see you. It was a shame not to hear from you for a while. What have you been up to?
Oh, hi Daisy. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch because, well, honestly, I'm more living the single life than the newlywed life. It's been pretty rough to adjust to everything. This man, who I now call my husband, spends all day at work and goes out for drinks with his colleagues until the early hours of the morning. Honestly, we barely even talk. It's been so tough. It's just such a disappointment and not what I expected at all. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be suddenly dumping this on you. I didn't mean to start ranting. I guess I've just been feeling depressed because I don't really have anyone I can talk to about all of this. It's very lonely.
Oh my goodness, don't be silly. You're not dumping this on me. Of course I want to listen and hear what's been going on. It's not a problem.
Has it really been that bad? It sounds so isolating.
I'll be honest, I'm not very familiar with corporate norms since I've never had an office job, but that does sound a bit weird that he spends so much time out of the house. Do you really feel like a single woman living alone? Has your mother-in-law not been very supportive about everything?
Don't make me laugh. She called me recently and told me I had to come and cook and serve food for her women's association meeting. I had to cancel plans I had with my family that we made months ago. I made a reservation for all of us at that nice new restaurant downtown, and then suddenly I had to call my parents and say I couldn't make it after all. It was so disappointing and really embarrassing, actually. When she called, she didn't even tell me why she needed me to go and visit. I guess she knew I would have said no. And then I got to her place and she told me I had to cook for these 4 women I had never met before. I'm not even part of the group. I have nothing to do with any of them. She kept saying it was my duty as her daughter-in-law, but I really think she was asking too much. It felt really unfair. She honestly seemed like an evil stepmother you would see on TV or in a fairy tale or something. I was so shocked when she told me why she had called me over. I literally couldn't even speak or argue back.
Man, that is crazy. You're right, that's insane that she thought it was okay to make you do that. What did you tell your family? If she hadn't even told you what she was going to make you do, were they upset or did they understand your situation? Did she tell you not to tell your parents what was going on?
No, at first she just told me to come over and didn't explain the reason or anything, so I couldn't have explained even if I wanted to. I just told them I didn't know what she wanted, but that she wouldn't take no for an answer. All I could do was tell them that my mother-in-law needed my help with something, but I didn't know what it was. So I said I wouldn't be able to make it to the meal we had planned since I had to go over to her place. My mom was really nice about it. She understood that I didn't have much of a choice and just told me not to worry about it. If I had known why she needed me to visit, though, surely my mom and dad would have stopped me and said I should stick to the plans we had made so long ago. And then to get all the way over there and be told I had to make so much food for all those strangers? God, I was so mad. My youngest sibling is about to move to study abroad, too, so it will be really hard to get everyone together from now on.
Wow, your mother-in-law is totally crazy. I can't believe she would make you do that. Does she honestly think that your duty as her daughter-in-law to act like you're her personal servant?
It's just asking too much. I can't believe her friends didn't say anything either.
seeing her boss you around like that? It doesn't make them seem like very good people either. That's embarrassing for them that they would sit there and do nothing about it. But I guess they must be similar people to her if they're all friends. Did you talk to your husband about what happened? What did he say?
This is another thing that's been bothering me, actually. I don't know if he really just has been busy recently or if he's changed since we got married, but he seems so different to the man I used to know. He barely talks to me when he's at home, and he comes home so late from the office every day because he goes drinking with his colleagues after work every single day. And then at the weekend, he goes to see his managers and bosses to try and get on their good side. He's playing golf with his boss right now. I know he's busy, and of course he should spend time with his friends and enjoy doing fun things with them, but this just doesn't feel how our life should be as newlyweds. Seriously, he is so different to how he was before we got married. I just don't know how to get through to him anymore.
It must be really tough to have a mother-in-law like that and a husband that won't help you to do anything about it. He should be on your side, helping to talk to her and sort things out. I mean, for things to get better, you all need to sit down and have a very honest conversation. But you can't do that if she won't listen to you and he refuses to try to mediate things. How are you supposed to fix all this on your own? Seems a bit worrying that all these problems are coming up right after you get married, too. I might understand it more if you were further down the line in your marriage and some tensions start to rise and cause problems. I'm telling you this as your friend. I hope you know I want the best for you, but do you think he might be having an affair or something and that's why he's barely home?
I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. Actually, I've been so stressed about dealing with my mother-in-law recently that I haven't even had time to really think about Lucas and everything that's been going wrong with him. I feel like things aren't bad enough yet to make me doubt his loyalty, you know? I know you only mentioned it because you're worried about me, and I appreciate that. I just don't think that's what it is. It seems so unlike him. I just don't see it happening, you know?
Really? Well, I'm really glad that you don't think he would ever do that. It's a good sign at least. Since I'm not married yet, I was pretty curious about whether things would feel different after the honeymoon. Sounds like it's been a tough road. If you're having a difficult time with everything, please just call me whenever. I'm always happy to listen and let you get things off your chest. I know you would do the same for me.
I will. Thank you, Daisy. Really, I appreciate that more than you can know. If it wasn't for you, I think this whole situation would really make me so depressed. Hey babe, do you remember it's Emma's wedding today? You didn't forget, did you? Have you decided what you're going to wear, or do you need a second opinion?
No, that's right. Honey, I'm so sorry. I don't think I'll be able to come with you today. It had just slipped my mind. I'm sorry I'm telling you so last minute, too. I know I should have planned better. To be honest, I had to plan a meeting with a colleague of mine at the weekend since they weren't free any days during the week. I forgot to check if it was going to clash with her wedding. I just made a mistake, but I won't be able to come.
You can't be serious right now. I don't care how important your meeting is, it's my little sister's wedding. How can you just forget about that? If you want me to act like I'm part of your family, you need to act like part of mine. That means you have to come to these important family events too. We're all going to get together to celebrate her and her fiancé and wish them the best in their new life together. You can't just miss it. I know you say you've been busy at work, but no matter how busy you've been, I can't believe you would forget about this. Don't you see how it just looks really inconsiderate of you? My mom and dad were looking forward to seeing you there too. They promised to save you a good seat at the ceremony and everything. You haven't seen them in so long since you keep canceling for all your meetings. We're a married couple. How do you think it's going to look for me to go by myself?
Babe, I said I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself too. I can't believe I forgot about your sister's wedding. Please tell your mom and dad that I said hi and explain that I would have come, but it's just a really important meeting. I can't believe these two things managed to fall on the same day. Oh, it is just such a shame. I know I should have been more careful and checked our plans before I scheduled the meeting. I've just been so busy recently. Everything is getting so confusing. I wish I could go too, you know? I know it means a lot to you and your family to have everyone together to celebrate. I wanted to say hi to your grandparents and aunts and uncles too, so they could see us together as a married couple now. Oh, I'm so disappointed that I won't get to say congratulations to your sister and her new husband either. Honestly, babe, I really, truly am so sorry.
Well, hang on. Maybe we can figure out a plan. What time is your meeting at? Could you excuse yourself to come to the wedding ceremony and say hello to everyone, then go back to the meeting while we go on to the reception? They said the ceremony will be pretty short because they want it to feel more like a party. It won't take all day. You could definitely make time. If it's not too far from where you're having your meeting, I bet you would be able to do both.
What time did you say the ceremony's at? My meeting is pretty far out of town. It's gonna take me a while to drive out there. It'll take at least a few hours to get back into the city, even if I really speed it and catch every green light. Besides, I'm just thinking it'll be evening time by the time I get back, and I'm still gonna have more work to do.
What kind of work meeting takes you that far out of the city? Surely it would just be at the office? Besides, if you're not going to be back in town until this evening, then obviously you won't be on time for the wedding. I guess we won't be having dinner together tonight either, if you're going to be back so late. No matter how busy you keep saying you are, you still need to think about my family and the important events we have going on. If we end up deciding to have kids, are you going to ignore them like this too? Think about how this makes me feel. Do you think I'll want to have kids with you if you can't even balance married life with work? Do you think our life has been good lately? Are you happy with how things have been going between us?
It's not just you that feels frustrated lately. I've been really going out and working hard for both of us. Don't blame this all on me. Do you honestly believe that I enjoy having to work at the weekends? Do you think that's how I want to spend my time? I'm sorry that I've been missing things lately. I promise I'll make an effort to keep on top of our plans from now on. Don't talk about me like I'm some kind of bad guy deliberately abandoning you, though, because that is not what is going on here. You know, some people wish their partners worked as hard as me. It's better than me being lazy and making you support us.
Well, what's so great about what you're doing either? I never get to see you. It's like I'm living by myself. Ugh, whatever. I don't want to fight with you on my little sister's wedding day. It doesn't feel right. I am frustrated too that every time we try to talk, it just turns into a fight. I want things to be easy and happy like they were when we were dating. I know it will be a tough day for you, but please drive safe, and I will see you later tonight.
I will. I'm so sorry again. I'll see you later.
God, what is going wrong with us? I am so stressed out all the time. What if he really is having an affair like Daisy said? I don't want to doubt my own husband, but I just feel so anxious. He's been so different lately. I just don't know what to do. This has been on my mind so much lately. What if there really is something going on? I'll feel awful if I start questioning him and then it turns out he really was just busy with work. I can't bear this on my own anymore. I'm going to have to speak to someone about everything. Hello, who is calling, please?
It's Olivia. Is that Katie? Where are you right now? I have something I need help with for a second. You have to come over right away.
I'm sorry, Olivia. It's my sister's wedding today. I'm at the venue now. I can't come over and help you. Besides, I told you that I would need more warning next time if you needed my help again.
Oh, right. Is that today? It must have slipped my mind. Well, your father-in-law is really unwell right now. I have to stay with him and take care of him all day, but I'm getting so tired. It's a lot of work bringing food and medicine up and down the stairs for hours. And your brother-in-law is out of town with some friends for a few days. They've rented a cabin, I think, so he can't come and take over either. I don't have anyone else except you who can help me. Won't you come over? In these kind of circumstances, who is going to help if even the daughter-in-law won't do something for her mother-in-law? I'm all on my own.
Olivia, it's my sister's wedding day. Couldn't you call your doctor about your husband? I'm sure they could offer some advice or even send someone out to check on him in case he needs to go to hospital. Seems like he's in pretty bad shape, based on what you're saying. I think it would be better to have a medical professional come and check him over. But I'm sorry, I really can't help you today.
Why, you? And what will you do if he dies, huh? You won't be able to show your face in our family again if you're responsible for your father-in-law's death. Your sister is still young. You will have plenty of opportunities to see her on any other day except today. You should really think about your priorities and responsibilities, you know. Wait, when is the wedding? Couldn't you come over just for a short time to help me out? I didn't sleep a wink last night because I had to stay up in case he needed anything. I'm so tired, truly. There's no one else apart from you that I can ask for help right now, and families should help each other in difficult times. We're family, so this is your duty.
Do you ever stop to consider that I have another family of my own who also need me to be present today? I don't know if you just don't respect them or if you genuinely just don't care because you're so selfish. Lucas is exactly the same as you two. He knew today was my sister's wedding, and he knew that we had promised to go and celebrate with them. And then on the very same day he canceled and said he had a meeting out of town. I appreciate that when I married Lucas, I also married into his family, but I also have to think of my responsibilities toward my own family, who I lived with for so many years and who raised me to be the woman I am today. Lately, I've been letting them down because I keep having to prove myself to you, and I feel really bad about that. I am still really upset about missing the meal we planned the other day.
Goodness, you're so outspoken. It's not like I'm deliberately bothering you on specific days so you can't go to any family events. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't understand what you want me to do. Things have just naturally overlapped with your family's plans recently, that's all. I think you want to make it seem like I'm some mean, evil mother-in-law. Why do you keep bringing up and complaining about doing the things that are expected of you? It's your duty to your family, in-laws or not. If plans with your own family and your in-laws are clashing, don't you think you should always prioritize your in-laws and put them first? I'm already having such a tough day looking after my husband. I don't need you to be stressing me out even more right now. Just come and show your face so I can get some rest, and I'll pay you back somehow. Get here quickly.
God, I can't believe this. Okay, fine.
Oh, there she is. How are you, sweetheart? I'm so glad you could make it.
Hi, Mom. I'm doing great, but how have you guys been? I've missed you. I really haven't seen you in so long.
It's been too long, honey. Oh, but why do you look a bit down in the dumps, though? This is a happy day. Your sister is getting married.
Oh, Dad, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to bring you down, but I won't be able to meet you guys for dinner tonight after the ceremony. Olivia just called and said my father-in-law is really sick and she needs me to go over and take care of him. I told her to just take him to the hospital, but she wouldn't listen.
Well, honey, what's Lucas doing? It's his father. Surely he could help. Let's ask him now. Has he gone to the bathroom? I don't see him.
No, he hasn't. He said he had a last-minute meeting out of town today, so he couldn't make it. God, it's been so tough lately, Mom. Lucas has been working late every day, staying at the office till all hours, and at the weekends he just goes out all day and I never see him. Why does he keep having so many meetings? And my mother-in-law is so demanding too. She keeps saying it's my duty to do things for her anytime she needs.
Oh, Katie, is this how you've been living? I had no idea things weren't going well.
Why on earth didn't you come and talk to me about it? You know I would do anything to help you.
What did Olivia have you doing that time you had to go cancel plans with us to go over to her place?
She was hosting her Women's Association meeting, and she made me prepare all the food. There were 4 people there and so many fancy little dishes. Then she made me stand around and serve them while they were eating, refilling drinks and preparing desserts.
What? You mean she's been treating you like her personal servant this whole time? You should have come and spoken to me and your father about things.
Oh, you were busy preparing everything for the wedding. Plus, there was all the paperwork and packing for studying abroad. I knew you were on top of things, but you seemed so happy and excited for both of them. I didn't want to bring you down or make you worry about me. I was going to try and hold on to see if this is just what married life is like, or if things might get better. I guess I just realized now that I can't hold on anymore.
Katie, honey, we went through much tougher things than this when we were raising you. I wish you had come and told us about everything so we could have supported you somehow. I can't bear to watch my precious daughter live like this for even a moment longer. Let's get you sorted with a divorce attorney so you can be free of Lucas and his family.
Oh my God, is she actually crazy? How dare she order you around like this? her own daughter-in-law. She had you acting like her personal chef for a women's association meeting. You don't even know any of the people in that group. What a crazy old woman. Can't believe this was the reason you had to cancel our family plans, and now she's trying to make you miss out on your own sister's wedding? What is wrong with her? I'm calling her right now. I swear, I guess this just shows how little she respects our family. Katie, I'm so sorry that we didn't know this was going on. I guess with all the fuss of the wedding prep and moving paperwork, we just weren't giving you enough attention. Here we were, trusting Lucas to love and care for you, and he just let this happen. I am furious that you were being treated like this. I can't believe we trusted him.
I know, Mom. I just don't think I can live like this anymore. I'm going to call Olivia back and say I can't go and visit today. I need to learn to set boundaries and stand up for myself.
Good idea, honey. I'll get things moving for you to get a divorce, so don't even worry about any of that. Your life is precious and important. Man, I don't want you to live it always putting others above yourself. You deserve to live your own life. Katie, you are the most important thing to your mom and I, and we love you so much.
Babe, are you busy? There's something I think we should talk about.
What is it, Katie? It's so early. Is something wrong? I'm still really tired. Can't it wait until later?
I want a divorce.
What? Katie, what are you talking about? This is so out of the blue.
You've been so busy staying late at the office, but then going out with your friends to drink until the early morning. It's been really stressful and lonely for me to manage all the housework and everything on my own. I hired a private investigator because everyone told me you were probably cheating and that's why you were never home and always had meetings out of town. They found proof that you've been having an affair and that's enough for me. I don't want to negotiate or talk it out. We're done.
Katie, there's clearly been some kind of misunderstanding. Why on earth would I cheat on you? I have no reason to. I'm telling you honestly, I've just been really busy with work lately. I'm sorry that you feel like you've been abandoned. Just give me one more chance to prove myself. I promise I'll do right by you this time.
You think this is a misunderstanding? I just told you I have proof. Why would you even bother trying to lie your way out of this? You're off playing husbands and wives with some other woman when you already have a wife right here. I know who she is. Should I spread the word about what the two of you have done? It could be interesting to see what happens. Either agree to a divorce and we can settle this quietly, or I will fight tooth and nail until I'm free of you. I'm going to spread the news all around your office too. I bet your colleagues will be interested to hear about what was really happening at your weekend business meetings.
Babe, no, please, I am so sorry. Just give me one more chance. I'm begging you to take me back. She seduced me. I swear, I never intended for this to happen. I just thought it would be a bit of fun for a while, and I got carried away. I don't even really like her, to be honest. There's no one in the world that I love like I love you, Katie. I swear it to you. I know you love me too, even though I've let you down. Why would you suddenly give up on us and throw our life away like this?
I promise you any feelings I used to have for you are long gone. Besides, you're not the only problem. Don't you see that your mother is partly responsible for all this too? All I want is to be free of your family as soon as possible, to live my own life and find my own happiness. Stop trying to weasel your way out of this because this is happening. Now, I think the fact we hadn't had children yet was a sign from the gods. If we were parents, this would be much more complicated. Instead, I can just tell you that we're over, and you can go off and live with your new girlfriend. I hope she's worth it. I've calculated the alimony you will owe me, so make sure you pay on time. I also hired a lawyer, and I will be filing a lawsuit against both of you for what you've done to me.
Katie, I promise I'll do whatever you ask me to if you just take me back. Just whatever you do, please. Please don't mention anything about this to my mom and dad. I'm so ashamed of what I've done, but seeing their faces when they find out about my mistake would be too much.
Why the heck would I contact your parents? They have nothing to do with me now. The first people I want to tell were your parents so they knew what kind of son they had raised. But now I realize I want to be done with all of you as soon as possible, so I don't have to hear your groveling voice anymore.
hope you have fun moving back in with your parents. Enjoy the rest of your life. Oh my goodness, Katie, are you okay? How are you holding up? I heard you and Lucas were getting a divorce and wanted to text you straight away to meet up so I could support you, but then I saw you had already been in touch. I'm so glad you wanted to meet. What happened? This seems so sudden.
Daisy, you were right. That's what happened. I hired a private investigator, and it turned out he'd been cheating on me just like you said. I already knew I wanted to get out of their family, and when I found out about what he had done, I guess it just gave me the strength to finally do something about it. To be honest, I was expecting to feel really sad about it, but all I feel is calm and peace. I guess that just proves I'm making the right decision.
Of course you're relieved. They've been treating you so badly for so long. I'm so glad you were able to get out of there before you had spent your whole life with him. Did Lucas agree to the divorce, or is he not going down without a fight? Will you have to go to court?
At first, it looked like he wouldn't agree to it, and I was worried things were going to get a bit messy. I showed him the photos I had to prove that he'd been having an affair, though, and once he saw those, he knew he was beat. He agreed to the divorce and apologized for betraying me. I told him I'm going to live my own life now and do whatever I want, and all he asked was that I didn't tell his parents. Can you imagine? I can't believe he would only think of himself, even in this situation. But then again, he was always such a selfish person.
What the heck? God, he's so crazy, it's actually almost funny. Did you tell him where he could stick it? There's no reason for you to be worrying about what's going on with his family anymore. That's not your problem. Man, I'm just getting more and more frustrated and angry. I thought his mother was strange from the moment she called you around and made you start cooking and serving her like some kind of servant. You know, you're really smart for getting a divorce. I know it can't be easy, but now you've avoided wasting your life in a marriage where your husband cheats on you and your mother-in-law thinks she can order you around. You can live your life as a free woman.
I'll be honest, I do feel really relieved to know it will be over so soon. Obviously, if you love someone, you will want to marry them to show your love and commit to a life with them, but I used to think that meant you had no choice but to stay with them even if they changed and things didn't work out. I feel like a bit of an idiot for how everything has ended up, but I'm happy that I now have the chance to go out and find my own dreams and live a life I want, instead of one someone else chooses for me. I think I've learned that marriage isn't always the answer.
You're so right. You're still young. You should be able to go out and have fun and live your life. Be wild and free. You should try working out too. I've been going climbing recently and it's really fun. Such a great way to relieve stress. And there's a feeling of accomplishment when you get all sweaty and achieve a new goal. Go find a new hobby. Try everything and experience the world.
That's a great idea, thank you. When I was thinking about getting a divorce, I was so scared of being on my own and having to start over. I realize now it's really not that big of a deal, especially with supportive friends who will be there for you. I've learned that I just need to think of this whole thing as a learning experience, move on and find a new hobby and live my own life.
Do you think you would want to go back to work? I remember you used to love your job and it just suited you so well.
I don't know if I have the energy to go back to an office job right now, to be honest. I decided to take a break and rest for a bit. I'll work in my dad's shop too, since he mentioned he's been needing some help recently. I'm so glad I'll be able to spend more time with my family. I feel like we drifted apart while I was married, and I really miss them.
I'm so glad you're feeling so positive. Things have really worked out the best way possible. Congratulations on starting a new life.
Katie, you're getting good at this really quickly. Normally it takes a while to get used to the different muscles you need to use when climbing, but you're picking it up really fast for a beginner.
Oh, it's all thanks to your help and good teaching. Thank you, though. That was sweet of you to say. You've been so supportive and helpful since I first started. I don't think I would have stuck it out without your help.
Would you be interested in going and grabbing some food with me after this?
Oh, yes, that sounds great. Let me pay, though. I owe you one for being so patient with me.
I found this place that's meant to be pretty good. Do you like pasta, or are you not a big fan of Italian food?
That sounds perfect. I love pasta. Wow, it looks really good in these pictures.
Katie, I hope you don't mind me asking, but do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm not seeing anyone right now, but you should know I have been married before. I'm divorced now, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. I really hope I haven't made you uncomfortable or crossed a line.
No, please don't worry. There's nothing for you to be sorry for. I promise I'm really fine.
If I'm being really honest, I've kind of had a crush on you from the moment I first laid eyes on you. If you're interested, I would love to take you out sometime. Maybe today could be our first date.
Oh, really? Doesn't it bother you that I've been married before?
That's nothing to do with me. You said it was over, and I believe you, so it's no problem at all. I just want to make sure you're comfortable with the idea of us seeing each other. Obviously, we've gotten to know each other better since we started climbing together, and I think you're so pretty and kind. Really, I would love to take you out. Sorry, maybe this is too soon. If you're still processing your divorce, I completely understand, and I'm sorry for asking and bringing this up.
I told you I'm completely over him and it's all in the past. We actually got divorced because I found out he'd been having an affair.
Sorry? He cheated on you? Oh man, is he crazy? How could anyone cheat on a girl as pretty as you? He must have been blind. I can't believe he thought another girl was better than you.
Regardless of if they're a man or a woman, if a person wants to cheat, that's just a decision they make, I guess. Anyway, Max, I'm really sorry, but I'm not sure I'm ready to start dating again yet. I hope you can understand. The whole experience has left me with a lot of trust issues, even though I didn't realize the impact it had on me at first. I think I need to heal and get past that first before I commit to a relationship with someone new. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, though. I know you're a good person, and this obviously doesn't mean that I don't like you.
Do you think you might be able to trust me enough just for one date? It's only one date. I promise you can trust me. Otherwise, maybe we agree to try it out for, say 3 months, and then you can see how you feel. Please, I just want you to give me a chance. I swear, you won't regret it.
Well, could you give me some time to think about it at least? I need to really think about this.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, that's no problem. Please take all the time you need.
Oh my goodness, really? Well, what did you say to him? Are you gonna go out for dinner with him, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. He was so cute when he asked me. He seemed kind of nervous. He's like a little puppy. I always thought I would never be able to feel this way again. It's strange being excited to go out on a date with someone. How funny.
You know, you mentioned him a lot when we're talking. I did wonder if maybe there was something else going on. And of course you feel excited. That's how things should be when you like the person and they're interested in getting to know them. I'm so glad everything is working out for you, truly. Hearing you talk about him, he seems like a really nice guy. I would love to meet him at some point if you would be okay with that.
Absolutely. I feel like time is going so quickly these days. I'm just so busy with working out and meeting new people. It's such an exciting feeling. I really never think about the past, even if I do have time. Sometimes memories kind of sneak into my dreams, which makes me feel a bit sad and miserable, but it hasn't been so often lately. I think I'm really starting to move past it all.
I'm honestly just so happy for you. I bet Lucas isn't feeling so positive, but he brought all this on himself. This will be his bad karma coming to bite him. I bet he will really regret what he did when he hears how well you've been doing lately.
Honestly, I hope he does. He deserves to feel bad after what he did to me. Did I tell you my ex-mother-in-law keeps contacting me lately? She's been texting nonstop. Lucas told me not to talk to her about what happened, so I've been screening her calls. It's just super annoying. I wish she would just leave me alone. I'm not with her son anymore, and I'm not part of their family, and I don't know why she's trying to stay in touch.
What? You mean she doesn't know you're divorced? Why didn't you tell her? You're literally seeing someone new. You have nothing to do with their family anymore, like you said. Give me a break. This is on you too, though. You're being too kind. There's no reason you shouldn't tell her what Lucas just did because she asked you not to. I honestly don't understand why you didn't cut ties with all of them immediately. You're divorced. That's the end of it. Does Lucas know she's been calling you?
I have no idea, to be honest. I've just been ignoring her, but it's kind of stressful to have to be careful not to answer her calls.
Oh, you idiot. You should think about your new boyfriend and cut things off with their whole family straight away. It's not good for you to have all this stress, and I don't think he would like his girlfriend being in touch with her ex-mother-in-law either. You'll have to change your number to get rid of her as soon as possible. God, their whole family is totally crazy.
I know, I'm sure you're right.
This is the only possible solution. It's what's best for everyone involved, trust me.
Yes, I trust you. I'll get rid of her, I promise.
Katie, are you there? Where have you been all this time? Are you really going to give me the cold shoulder like this just because I told you not to go to your little sister's wedding? Don't you see how that's a bit dramatic? Even so, I don't know where you learned it was okay to avoid talking to your mother-in-law when she calls. That's very bad manners. Do you have any idea how much I suffered that day because you wouldn't come and help me take care of your father-in-law? Haven't got an answer for me, huh? You must see now that you're in the wrong here. Does your husband know you're being so rude to his mother? I'm sure he wouldn't stand for it if he knew you were ignoring me. I don't see why I'm being punished here because you didn't want to do your duty as a daughter-in-law. Oh, goodness, it's such a shame to see how your generation is turning out. No respect for your elders, I tell you. That's just not how it should be done. Us older folks deserve better than that.
Olivia, do you know about me and Lucas?
That's another thing. Have you been taking care of him properly these days? I hope you've been cooking for him. His voice has been so quiet and weak recently. He doesn't sound well. Don't you see how it's your job as his wife to feed him and make sure he's well? You're failing in your duties. He goes out every day to work in that office and earn money, and all you do is go out and spend it without a care in the world. You should be more grateful. Oh, my poor baby. He sends you the money he gets from his salary, right? For bills and stuff? Give it to me.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? Just give me the money. I'll handle it from now on. What money could you possibly need anyway? All you do is hang around with your friends and do nothing. You better not have spent it all. I'll make you pay every penny of it back if you did. Just transfer all the money to my account straight away. I need it urgently.
Has something happened? Why do you need it urgently?
Your father-in-law had made some investments, but they didn't do well, that's all. You should send it right away since we need it urgently. You have the money, right?
How much do you need me to transfer to you?
About $30,000. Hurry up! To be honest, you should probably send me a bit extra from your own account to make up for ignoring me for so long. Don't tell Lucas either, since this is none of his concern.
Would you send me your bank details again? I want to make sure I have the right ones first.
Sure, I'll text them to you now. Let me know when you get it.
I'll send it right away. If it doesn't come through, just tell me.
Oh, right now? Gosh, that was quicker than I expected. Wait, what is this? You've only sent me $1, you brat. There must have been some kind of mistake, surely.
No, that's the correct amount. There doesn't seem to be any issues. What's the problem?
Are you crazy? How can you be so petty to your mother-in-law? Send the rest of the money right now. You're absolutely unbelievable. You constantly amaze me with your rudeness and entitlement.
Clearly, you haven't learned anything. Do you really think the solution here is to scream and shout? That's not very mature of you. And how did you think it was okay to ask me for $30,000? That's an insane amount of money. Do you think that it would be easy to scam me? I'm not an idiot, you know. I'm actually a very smart woman. Besides, I divorced your son a while ago. If you need money, go and ask him, and don't you dare keep bothering me. See what happens if either of you try to contact me again in the future.
What on earth are you talking about? Get over here right now so I can give you a piece of my mind in person. Hey! Wait, what? Did she just hang up on me? God, how dare she hang up the phone on her own mother-in-law? Does she think I'm just going to sit here and let her treat me like this? Because if so, she couldn't be more wrong. Hey, you! Open the store right now!
I'm sorry, who are you? I don't think we've met before.
I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing in my son's house? Where's Lucas?
Oh, of course. Hello, my name is Jessica. I am Lucas's...
I'm here. Wait, Mom? What are you doing here so suddenly? You didn't call and say you were gonna visit?
There you are. Where did Katie go? I need to speak to her right away. Do you have any idea what she's done to me today? The rudeness, the audacity. I told her to send me $10,000 urgently, and she had the nerve to send me $1 and act like that was fine. I'm here for the rest of the money right away. Wait a second. Before we talk about that, who is this girl? Where is Katie?
Well, Mom, actually, me and Katie got a divorce a few months back. So please, don't contact her in the future. She's not part of our family anymore. This is my new girlfriend, Jessica. Babe, introduce yourself to my mom. This is Olivia.
What? Have you lost your damn mind? I genuinely do not understand what's going on right now. Explain yourself, quickly, before I really lose my patience.
Mom, please, just let me explain. Are you okay? Just take a deep breath. First of all, come and have a seat here for a second. I promise I can explain everything. I'm not sure why you needed so much money, though. Did Katie have $30,000?
Oh my goodness, I feel quite faint. No, your father had made some investments and they all did very badly. We're completely broke. I need $30,000 right away to sort everything out. You have that much saved, right? Will you give it to me as soon as possible? Let's sort out the finance problem first, and then you can tell me what on earth happened with you and Katie and tell me who this new girl is.
But Mom, I don't have that much money.
What the hell? Are you telling me you don't have any money saved at all?
Well, yes, Jessica and I wanted to spend some time together doing something fun, so we rented a camper and drove around seeing the country for a while. I don't really have a cent to my name at the moment.
Oh my god, please tell me you're not being serious. How could you do something so stupid? If you can't give me that money right now, we're in big trouble. Oh, what am I going to do? What were the two of you thinking?
Mom, please, just calm down. I'm sure we can figure something out.
What? $30,000? What's this about investments? I thought you told me your family was wealthy. Looks like you're lying about that since you clearly don't actually have anything to your name. Okay, I had better get out of here.
Jessica, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I am breaking up with you, duh. Don't try to contact me again, okay? See you never.
Katie, there you are.
Lucas, what are you doing here? Are you stalking me or something? How did you find me?
No, it's nothing like that, I promise. Katie, please, I'm begging you to give me another chance, please. What do you say? Shall we give it another shot?
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. How can you even say that to me? If you try to find me one more time, I swear I'm gonna call the police and get a restraining order. You're crazy.
Katie, please, I beg you. Katie, there you are. No, who is this guy? Is everything okay?
Oh my goodness, Max. I'm so glad you're here. Please, you have to help me. That is my ex-husband, Lucas. He's been following me around and begging me to take him back. Please, make him leave me alone.
What? Oh, Katie, that sounds really scary. I'm so sorry. Why won't he leave you alone? Get away from her right now. Do you think you deserve her attention after what you did to her? I swear, if I see you again, I will get physical. I am not scared to pin you down and force you to leave her alone. Human trash, I swear.
Oh, Max, thank you so much. That was really scary. I don't even know how he found me.
Don't worry about it. I hate seeing you uncomfortable like that. Please, won't you marry me? If I was able to keep you close, I could protect you from that psycho. I hate to think of him finding you when you're alone and doing something terrible. Truly, I love and I care about you so much. I promise to be a wonderful husband and take care of you until the day I die.
Oh, Max, this is all so unexpected, but yes, I will marry you. After I divorced my ex-husband for cheating on me, I found out his mistress left him too. Apparently, he told her he was very wealthy, which just isn't true. I know I'm quite a timid person, and I'm usually the type to put others' needs before my own. It's just my personality, I guess. But dealing with my mother-in-law, being treated so badly by her and my husband, it was just too much to bear in the end. Now, though, I'm living a physically and mentally healthy life with my new husband, who loves me so much and would do anything for me. I am so happy. I hope my story teaches you all to stand up for yourselves and leave a difficult situation before it takes over you. Thank you for listening to this long story of my life. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe for more content.